Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
We start with a developing story. Authorities are investigating after a house exploded in St. Paul this morning. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. This happened shortly before 9, and from the looks of the video at this scene here, debris was sent flying all around the area. One victim was taken inside and taken to a nearby hospital. That person's condition is unknown. 8 neighbors have been displaced because of this explosion. Fire crews later rescued a dog and a cat from the home. Both of them are luckily alive. Let's take that live look outside, if we can even see outside with all of the fog. This is what people have been waking up to on their Black Friday. To see if it's going to lift or if we should get used to it, let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Yeah, it's been a couple of days of this in places in the valley. Some of us got hit 2 days in a row by the fog, and right now Fargo's kind of right in the thick of it at the moment. One thing I do want to point out is it was a lot worse off to the west, and gradually our visibility has been getting better. So from west to east, we'll see some improvement, though that also means the fog is shifting a little bit eastward. And so now Fosston is one of the areas that's dealing with the thick fog. On top of that, some of this fog and even a little freezing drizzle has been depositing on roads and sidewalks, especially in the northern valley, with reports of ice up in that area causing problems for those folks there. In Fargo, we're looking at less than a mile visibility. Of course, we saw that low visibility on our Skycam, a quarter mile in Wahpeton, and back over again to Fosston. That's one of our lowest reports. It's 31 right now in Fargo, 30 in Grand Forks. Good news is that those temperatures are rising, and hopefully more of us will get above the freezing mark here as we head into the afternoon. The wind not too strong, and it's variable here too, up to about 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at your radar and satellite map. We've had a few areas again of some freezing drizzle, but mainly we've been on the dry side of things with some rain down in Iowa if you're heading in that direction. So here's a look at our planner. Temperatures rising into the mid-30s for us here in Fargo, mostly cloudy skies, and little by little I do think we'll see some improvement into the afternoon in the Fargo area. It may not be as great up in the north and east where that fog's going to hang around a little bit longer. So we'll take a look at that coming up in your hour-by-hour planner and take a look at the rest of the weekend too, coming up in just a bit.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. Despite the cooler temperatures, wet roads, and thick fog, hundreds came out earlier today to snag some Black Friday deals. The line at Fleet Farm wrapped around the building, but shoppers' spirits stayed bright because it looked like everyone dressed for the occasion. But first responders say sometimes that's not enough.
They may dress appropriately, but if they are out there for long durations and they don't have an additional source of heat, they can get hypothermia, just even if they're bundled up.
FM Ambulance says the safest ways to celebrate Black Friday are using hand warmers, taking shifts out in the cold, or simply shopping online. And who doesn't love getting a good deal? And there are plenty of good deals during our Black Friday, especially on televisions. The Valley Today's Lisa Bedeau has advice from our partners at Consumer Reports on how to get the best TV for your family at the best price.
Getting ready to look for a great Black Friday deal on a TV? Consumer Reports says to start early by looking at both store circulars and online prices.
It used to be limited to whatever stores were in your area and the inventory that they carried. When you have an online retailer, sometimes the inventory is almost unlimited.
When it comes to TVs, you may come across some derivative or look-alike models for sale. The TVs and their model numbers are almost identical to more expensive models. Derivatives may just offer fewer features.
A lot of times we test these TVs and they test very similarly to the regular model that we've tested during the year. So these can be great deals.
You may also come across some fantastic looking doorbuster specials available only in limited quantities. But CR says
they may not necessarily be TVs that you want to really own. They're TVs that are secondary or tertiary brands, TVs that probably didn't perform all that well in our ratings.
Don't worry if you don't snag the Black Friday deal of your dreams. TVs go on sale again just before the Super Bowl.
That's when a lot of bigger TVs, fully featured TVs go on sale.
If you want to wait even longer,
manufacturers and retailers really start to clear out inventory from last year's sets around the February-March timeframe, and typically that's when you're going to see the absolute lowest prices of the year.
No matter when you buy a TV, Consumer Reports says it pays to haggle and to ask retailers for a price match guarantee. That way, if you see the same TV cheaper at another store, you pay the lower price.
This Black Friday, Consumer Reports says that you can expect to see prices drop on 4K TVs, including premium brand 50-inch TVs for less than $200 and premium brand 55-inch 4K TVs right around $300. New for you at noon, a car lost control on an icy Becker County road and crashed into a buggy with 5 children inside. It happened this morning around 8:30 near Frazee. Authorities say 57-year-old Roger Meyer of Monaga was heading west when he lost control and crashed into the buggy. He then hit the ditch. The children in the buggy ranged in age from 8 to 13 years old. The report says that no one was taken to the hospital. That part of Becker County is known to have a growing Amish population. Police are still investigating after a shooting in Valley City sent one man to the hospital. Officers were dispatched to the northeast part of town on reports of a gunshot late Wednesday night. When they arrived, they found a man shot in the chest. Officials say he is in stable condition and that the shooting was between 2 friends. But they have not released or named or indicated who the alleged shooter is or even if they've been found. People in the area say they were told that police were looking for a car with Illinois license plates. We called police today to ask more questions. They did not get back to us. It's Friday. That means it's time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 37-year-old Michael Allen Borman is wanted for unauthorized use of a personal ID, which is a felony. His picture's up on your screen right now. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information about him.